You join me driving down the Great Ocean Road in something very, very different. This is a Hyundai i20N. This one has been loaned to me by Brighton Hyundai. It's only got 443 kilometers on the clock. That's it. And I've had it since about 150. I tell you what, guys, this is one of the funnest, if not the funnest, new car that have ever been driven. Now, full transparency, there is no money that has changed hands. If I don't like this car, or if I had any negative things to say, which of course there are some, I'm going to say them. It is not a perfect car, that is for sure. They're around $40,000, $39,990. Look at that ocean. Around $39,990. It's the top of the line race spec, or track spec, whatever you want to call it. It's the fast one. Making 150 kilowatts. And guys, it is a turbo 4-cylinder. Sorry, I've been distracted by that gorgeous view. Turbo 4-cylinder, and all of them, obviously including this one, are 6-speed manual. Very, very cool. And at the moment we're in N mode, but if I press this button on the steering wheel, this is the normal mode that I've been driving around with. And you know, it looks like most other cars. Hopefully you can see that with the frame rate on the GoPro. But if I press this button, look at that. And then we can drop down. Now it makes the exhaust quite a bit louder. It's got all these things that show up on the dash. You can see your turbo pressure, how much torque you're making, your oil temperature, and if I downshift, it actually rev matches, which is what this button does. I can turn it on or off, but if you say I'll go to fourth now, it rev matches, which is really cool. And you know, I'm not going to go too silly on this road because, you know, it can be pretty dangerous, but man, this is really fun. I almost it is properly quick as well, guys. I'm not making that up. It is not slow. It's a really little car, so you know, there are some downsides. You know, the back seat and stuff is not the biggest, the boot's not really that big, but as a little like hot hatch, man, it is fun. It really is. And you know, a lot of people sometimes get down on, you know, the Korean cars and stuff, and if we're talking about the old ones, you know, I might agree with you, but the new ones, like, this is fun. And how many turbo manual cars, turbo petrol manual, are still out there, especially around this price point? You know, $40,000 a few years ago is a lot of money, but in today's market, you know, that's sort of entry level, which is kind of crazy. But there's a lot of cool things. I love this steering wheel. It's real grippy. Reminds me of like a Club Sport wheel or something like that. One downside, no wireless CarPlay, or at least I can't figure out how to do it. It does have CarPlay, but you got to plug it in. I really do like this as well. It's just, you know, if you want to turn up and down the aircon, it's just like that. It's not those gauges, it's just that. It drives very, very nicely. It's nice and smooth. The clutch is very, very light. Oh, there's another NLine. That's cool. But the star of the show here is the manual transmission, and I really thank Hyundai Brighton for lending me this car. You know, especially such a new one. I'll pull over later and show you guys what it looks like on the outside. But the main event with this car is the styling. One thing I don't like is, you might have just heard, is if you just creep over the speed limit just a touch, it starts bonging at you, and I'm really not a big fan of that at all. Really don't like that. It's a lovely Saturday afternoon here, and we're just about to head into the lawn, so it is very, very busy. But this car, guys, it is properly good fun. Fuel economy is pretty good too. I mean, I've mostly been driving highway, I admit, but I think if I switch back to this guy, yeah, so we've been averaging 7.2 litres per 100k. There's that bonging noise. But 7.2 litres per 100, pretty good. Considering, you know, I guess as a manual with that extra gear, that really helps. It just drives like an absolute dream. It really is comfy, and I will do like a proper video on it, and I'll show you the display a little bit better when we're parked. But in terms of driving it, I've probably really show you all that I can, other than a 0 to 100 pull, which I will show you for sure. Because yeah, and on here we can, on the steering wheel here, we can turn on our cruise control, which works great, and we can choose our lane assist. It sort of just keeps us in check. And go mode, we can turn the NLines back on, and it's a really great car. You know guys, this is what this car is really great at. Look at these twisting tight roads. It's fantastic here. You know, the car feels very, very stable. You can really give it a fair bit, and it really holds on. You know, I'm not flogging the absolute guts out of it, but and I've got some very precious cargo on board, so I don't want to drive very silly, and it's very easy to make a life-changing decision. But it feels very, very safe in this car, and it's just good fun. It just is very, very good fun, and I really enjoyed having this car. It's just just everything, from the way it sounds and the way it drives. And probably my favorite new car that I've ever had on the. And there's no one behind us, so we're going to do 0 to 100. We're in a 100k zone. So that's how long it takes. It's pretty quick, guys, honestly. Alright guys, we've just pulled over, and I just wanted to show you guys a little bit more around the car. So if we have a look down here, we have our USB-C and our data cable. Now one thing, oh, and there's a wireless charger down there, which is cool. Our 6-speed manual and reverse, you like lift up here. And what do we have on our steering wheel? This is what we engage our N drive with, and we turn it off with this one, and then the rev matching can be easily turned off there. We've got all of our, you know, volume controls, and over this side volume controls, and here we can adjust our cruise control, obviously power windows, traction control, all of the kind of stuff that a normal car would have. I do really like the interior. There's sort of these leather bucket seats. They're really, really comfortable, and they really hug you, and they're not air conditioned or anything like in some of the other ones, but they do, yeah, you know, they are pretty nice. We've got our manual there, and if I start this guy up here, and as you can see, this one has 449 kilometers on it. It only had 130 when I've picked it up. We can turn this guy down, turn the temperature up and down. I really like that. It's really good. As you can see, it's 37 degrees today, so yeah, we're not going to be up here too long, but it does have its own little navigation menu and its own little map, and it's pretty good. I do prefer the Apple, but it doesn't go the full length of the display, and it's cord only, which is a bugger. That's probably one of my only real negatives of this. But as you see before, if I press this button, the N, and it gets louder the second that I press that, so we turn that off, it gets quiet again, which is pretty cool. But we'll stop, and we'll just have a quick walk around the outside. Now it does have keyless entry, which is pretty cool, so you don't have to unlock or lock. You just walk up and press this black button with the key in your pocket. These, I think, 18-inch alloy wheels with the NLine badging on the calipers. It's a great color as well. It's almost like a primer, like that. Oh, it's almost like a primer, like that Nutty that Volkswagen Group use. But it looks great. It's got a blacked out roof there. I really do like these red. You know, it's got a bit of personality. Like I said, it's not a big car at all. So if I go over here and open the boot, actually before I do that, I do really like the new design language on all of the new Hyundais. But if we open the boot here, you can see I've got my camera bag here and this little bag of clothes. The boot is not big, it really is not. And they've also continued this paint line down there. So it's really, you know, it's not life-changing or anything, but overall it is pretty good. You know, if I sit down here, this is actually my first time sitting back here, it sort of feels like I'm sitting up on a rake like that, and yeah, you wouldn't want it, it's not too bad. Actually, we do have a charging port down here. It's not too bad for a bloke like me. I mean, let's be honest, this isn't too bad, but I'm not very tall. I'm only 5'9", so this isn't really anything too crazy, but you know, it's reasonably comfortable back here. And the other thing that I may as well show you is under the bonnet here. We pop this guy. Now I admit it is a new car, so it's a very busy little engine. I do like that and turbo, but as you can see, it is absolutely brand spanking new. No dust, nothing. And we've been driving it a while now, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really enjoyed my time with this little Hyundai. It's a really cool car. I really like it, especially for the money in today's environment. It's got a lot of personality, which is cool, and the fact that it's manual really makes this car really stand out from the rest. I think I'm really excited to try some more, and I really like this direction that they're taking, and I hope that it continues. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you like your car on the channel, or if you're on a dealer or whatever and you'd like, you know, some of your stock, then I would definitely be interested. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys for following along, and thank you very much. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, all that kind of stuff, guys. I really appreciate it.